guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com, and today in this video I'm going to show you my top 3 ab exercises for well-developed abs. First exercise I'm going to show you is decline crunches or decline sit-ups. Now the key when performing this exercise is there's 2 keys and there's 2 techniques that I like to use. First tip is I like to lift my feet up as high as I can, basically like I'm doing a leg extension. So I'm really pushing my feet up here as hard as I can throughout the whole entire exercise. And what this does, it deactivates my hip flexors. So when I do my sit-up, it's basically taking my hip flexors out of the exercise, and I can place that stress and emphasis on the abdominal muscles. So next time you do your decline crunches, don't just have your legs sitting in there loosely, because you'll find that your hip flexors will kind of take over and perform the exercise. So really push your feet up and lock your legs into this machine as hard as you can. Second technique that I want to share with you is don't go right the way down. A lot of people, I see them in the gym doing their decline crunches, and they go right the way down and then right the way up. Right the way down and right the way up. What's that doing? As soon as you lie down, all you're doing is taking the stress off the abdominal muscles. And the goal is to put as much stress and tension on the muscle as you can. So the secret here is using partial range of motion. Stop short just before you lay down and then contract and crunch back up. Anyway, we're doing 5 sets for this, and the rep range is 20 plus for each and every single set. The reason being is because abs respond better to a higher rep range. Exercise number 2, guys, for building well-developed abs is standing cable crunches. Now you can also do this exercise on your knees, but I personally prefer doing it standing up because I just feel it better in my abs this way. But whatever you feel the best, perform it that way. Now the key when performing a standing cable crunch, and what most people do wrong, is they don't keep their ankles in line with the knees and the knees in line with the hips. So for example, when they do their cable crunch, what they do, they put their ass out like this. And all that's doing is basically bringing the weight down by using the lever. And that's not what you're trying to do. You want to keep your ankles in line with your knees and your knees in line with your hips as much as possible. Just pretend you're lying down on the flat ground and you're doing a sit-up. Your ass can't go into the ground. There's a wall there, or the floor's there. So just imagine you're lying down when you're performing your cable crunches. Use your abs, tense your abs, contract your abs, and crunch forward without bringing your ass back. As soon as your ass goes back, the abs get deactivated. You should be able to feel this from the very first rep. Tense, squeeze, contract. We're doing 5 sets in total for that, and the rep range is 20 reps for each set. Another key factor why this is such a good exercise for the abdominal muscles is because we can apply quite a bit of weight to the abs. We can apply weight overload. And the more weight overload we can apply, the more chance of muscle growth. And the more muscle growth we get in the abs, the bigger the abdominal muscles will be. The bigger the abdominal muscles are, the deeper your cuts can be when your body fat is at a low percentage. Exercise number 3, guys, for my top 3 exercises for a well-developed set of abs is hanging knee-ups. Now the reason I like this exercise so much is because you work your abs in a contraction and you also work your abs from a negative. So when I perform my hanging knee-ups, I use my abs to contract my knee-ups, to contract my knees up, and then I let my abs rip on the way down. that negative rep is actually super important because there's actually a lot of muscle fibers ripped on the negative phase of any exercise. Now, the key when performing your knee ups is to roll your hips up slightly. So when you see me perform my knee ups, you'll notice I don't just lift my knees straight up. If you do that, yes, your abs are worked, but your hip flexors are heavily activated. So what I like to do is I like to lift my knees up, but then roll my hips slightly forward, and that allows me to contract the abdominal muscles. Anyway, 5 sets on this, and the rep range is 10 to 12. I like to keep the rep range for this quite low, that way I can really focus on making each rep as painful as possible, because the more pain we can bring, the more muscle fibers are going to rip, therefore it's going to lead to more muscle growth. And there you go, guys. That is my top 3 ab exercises for developing an insane core. Obviously though, in order to get your abs to be visible, you must have low body fat, and that all comes down to a good diet. You must be in a calorie deficit in order to lose body fat and get those abs to show. Now, if you do need help with a meal plan or a workout program that includes the best and most effective types of cardio to perform, I would love to be your online coach, and you can join the JRF program by clicking the link down below. Take action now, click the link down below. Anyway guys, I'm going to finish off my workout, but I'll see you in tomorrow's video.